So today we are going to work on these quarter triangles, and so let's go. Hi everyone, welcome back. So quarter square triangles. So what I would do is I'm going to use these two fabric. I'm going to cut them into 5-inch squares, and then I'll sew them together, and then I'll show you how I am going to cut them. Okay, so now that I have cut the fabric, so I have 4 pieces of the yellow and 4 pieces of the orange. So what I will do is right now is I'm gonna pair them up. So the thing is, for the quarter triangles, pretty much I think it's easier, instead of using the triangle templates, to cut instead like 4 pieces of triangles. I think it may be easier to, let me try this one. What I'm planning on doing is I'm gonna put the right side facing each other, and then I'm gonna stitch down the middle like this. Okay, so the corner, so the seam allowance, let me move it closer to you. This is what I mean by corner to corners. And then basically, like, I'm gonna stitch right here and right here. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm gonna draw the stitch lines like that. Let me draw one. I'll show you. So you can see the pencil line. Those are the stitch lines that I'm going to stitch down right here and right here. And then what I plan on doing is I'm going to cut them this way. Let me just sew, and then I'll show you how I'm doing this. Okay, so this is what I meant by sewing in the middle. Maybe this one will be better. And then what I'll do is, well, I'll sew everything, and I'll show you how I cut into quarter triangles. Now that I have finished sewing everything, I'm just gonna remove the safety pins, and then we're gonna cut them. And so I find this one is actually easier to do than cutting the triangles and sewing them like back together, because I think it's just more fussy to cut that way. So instead of that, I think I'm gonna do, so this one is, I'm gonna cut them I'll show you how it's gonna look like. So cut them in the middle here. So now we have quarter triangle that we did yesterday. And then if I cut this way one more time, gonna use the mat to help me with the square. So if I cut it this way, there. Here it is. They're quarter triangles. Okay, so there you go. If I do light and dark together, then you know when I sew them together, this is gonna be what it looks like in a square, right? So that's one type of the square, the opposite end. And then if I put them together like this, there will be another pattern. If I put it like this, another pattern right here, right? So you can see the orange made a square, the yellow is on the side. So either you want it in the you know, the hour, the clock shape, like the hourglass shape like this, or you do it a square shape like that. So that's what I'll do. And then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so now I have paired everything together. So this is revisiting the squares again, the corners. So before I sew, I just basically like pin the fabric together. I'll also make sure that I finger press these corners to make sure that the fabric actually meet with each other, to make sure that I have a clear you know, like corner. So okay, I'm gonna sew and I'll show you what it would look like. So this is what I'm doing. So I'm basically like pressing this part. I'm using other fingers to guide and keep this intact right here. See? Okay, now I have sewn all of these together. I'm just going to pair them up and then play. So this is the skill building, I believe, is the sewing the two corners together. As you can see, so far we have only done the squares, right? So like, you know, the one in the middle, that has been the skills that was building so far. Now I think this is the next level, which is two corners that has the you know, the quarter inseams together. So this may be it. So I'm just gonna do the same concept. I'm just gonna press them together, make sure that they are tight together. I think I'm just gonna tie it and see. Okay, so let's see. My first trial. Yeah, so that's the corner we're looking for right here. So I have good corners here. See, it's all kind of even, but I'm not that great on the other side. So I'm just gonna try to redo it again. This one is good. All right, second trial. Okay. Take 2. Still not better, but I think it's just because I mean, it's getting there actually. I just need to add another stitch here, maybe. So I think I'm gonna try to stitch it and see how. Okay, take 3. Tricky corners. I always get one right. This one is fine. This one is not so much. I think it may just be because I did not square my fabric well. But then even when I put it together, it's actually kind of square. So this is a good practice, definitely. Try one more. Take 4. Got it. Take 4 takes. There you go. I got it. 2 corners. There. That looks much better. Okay, great. 4 times. Yes. This one I also got it too. You can see corners are great. So I'm just gonna fix those 2. All right, so I have done, you know, these mix of different, like, you know, fabric to see what kind of pattern I like. So I do like that kind of, like, this one is great. This one is, because of the pattern, it looked kind of weird. This one is fine. I think it still kind of look okay. So I've learned a few things from doing this. This is actually a really good exercise to sew, you know, as I said, like you've seen me 4 trial to get it right the first time. But I think it also, you know, goes to show that, like, arranging and putting the fabric together is important. And I think what I would do is I may just make a little block out of it. So, like, you know, a block of 4 like this maybe, and then the other one, I'm not sure yet because the pattern is kind of weird. So I don't know, maybe I'm just gonna flip this and do the other one instead. But yeah, so this is actually a great exercise. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't done so, and then I will see you all next week. Bye bye.